Okay, a little update on the Jeep build. I've been loving driving this thing. I've actually got my rig car for sale, and I was trying to tune a few things out of it, and I've been driving it a lot. So this thing had been sitting for a few days. Day before yesterday, today's Thursday, so Tuesday, I went to drive it to work. Accelerating up the on ramp on the Chisholm Trail to go to work, and I get to the top of the on ramp, and it throws a code, and I start running on 7 cylinders. So I get to work and open the hood, and I can hear the famous GM LS LT tick, and it was ticking pretty good. So what that is because these things are engineered to drop down and run on 4 cylinders. They have this super cool lifter. And this guy right here actually goes into the motor like this. The spring collapses when it goes into 4 cylinder mode to help save fuel. And it's controlled by oil pressure inside the motor. And what happens internally is it locks in and doesn't unlock, and you have to change the lifter. No big deal except for on the new LT motors, probably the LS motors too. In order to change the lifter, it's more than pulling the intake and the valve cover and the push rod. You actually have to pull the head. So, belling lifter, $53. I got a can of spray sauce for my head gasket. I actually sell the head gaskets in kits of one, and head bolts also in kits of one. So I am going to pull the intake, pull the driver's side head, because mine is cylinder number one. You can hear it plain as day. My code reader says I got continual misfire on cylinder number one, and I'm going to make a day of changing this. It's a little frustrating. It's a low mile motor. Hasn't been hot rod. It hasn't had any issue. I started doing the research on this thing, and it's unbelievable how many motors have done this. There's actually a class action lawsuit against GM. GM has recalled all of the 20 and 21 vehicles with this particular motor, 5.3, but I think the 6.2 as well, that have the displacement on demand and active fuel management features built in. Once I get this done, my buddy down at Cody Crafted has offered to take care of tuning that out. I kind of liked it, because once you start this thing up and it warms up and idles out, it drops into 4 cylinder mode. It's super quiet when it idles. I've got performance exhaust on there. It's not loud. It's not obnoxious. When you're going down the road, it's quiet. It's a good feature, but the bad thing is this is a 2018 motor. GM's been chasing this problem since 2007, 2008, and they still haven't fixed it. I put this on the JK and JL engine builder swap page on Facebook that I belong to, and I posted it, and within a day, 4 other people this week had the same problem with their build. So this is a problem. I would be cautious about buying a GM that has the displacement on this demand. I don't think the 2500s come out with it. I think this is a half-ton feature. So when I get ready to do my next build, I'm probably going to look at a little bit different motor situation. Love this motor. Love this build. Don't love the idea that I got to pull the head off on a motor with less than 30,000 miles on it to do this work. So anyway, I wanted to do it this weekend. In case anybody didn't know, my son and his wife are expecting. We have a bunch of family in town. Jean's having a party and a baby shower in the shop, and I've given her the shop and the keys, and they're going to do whatever they will in there. And they're not going to appreciate some old grumpy guy throwing tools and cussing, working on his Jeep. So that's where we're at.